Look at you over there giving me hope, AT&T. So AT&T has had a very interesting couple of months. Not too long ago, it released this year-end earnings report in which, despite not terrible gross revenue compared to last year, not terrible gross profit, it did end the year at a loss as far as net income. Now, that was mainly due to a write-off from some of their investments over the course of 2020. 2020 was a bad year for everyone, so I'm not really mad about that. Now, despite the income statement, the earnings report was actually received pretty well. Now, one of the issues with that earnings report, and if you've been an AT&T shareholder for a while, you already know what I'm about to say, is the debt. Although it is down from 2019, the debt is still outrageous. And for the first time in a while, the debt is actually more than their equity. And that, to me, is a little alarming. Now, one of their pledges this year is to start paying off their debt more aggressively. They stated that they are very, very interested, and they are very, very, very dedicated to paying off their debt using their free cash flow. They did not raise their dividends yet, which I'm assuming they don't raise their dividends this year is so that they can use their cash flow to pay down the debt, which as long as they pay down their debt, I'm happy. And shortly after AT&T made that declaration, that devotion to more aggressively pay down their debt, they took out more debt. Now, this is for a good cause. To put things very, very simply, to make a very, very long story short, the FCC is auctioning off bandwidth in their C-band 5G spectrum. The more bandwidth that a bidder wins, the better that company's 5G network is going to be. And that game will pay it off. Now, I know this is old news, but I have to cover this to lead up to the real news. Of course, Verizon won the C-band auction, so they gained the most licenses. But AT&T came in second, building $23 billion for 1,621 licenses. So that means AT&T, after winning this, has the ability to build out their 5G network and offer more to their customers, offer more to their business customers, and grow like AT&T is trying to do. And that brings us to today's news. Now, I'm recording this on Wednesday. You'll be seeing this on Thursday. AT&T adds 5G to the first nationwide business-focused broadband network. So it looks like AT&T is already making major use of the large piece of the spectrum that it won. Reading from the article, our leading business fiber network already connects more than 2.5 million business customer locations with fixed and wireless solutions nationwide, delivering speeds 20 times faster than cable. And now we're adding more 5G power to AT&T wireless broadband. Beginning in April, next month, we're offering new fixed wireless router options from Sierra Wireless and Cradlepoint to give businesses better access to all the benefits of 5G and the flexibility to choose the right speeds and quality of service options for their business. Now, this is huge. AT&T has been aggressively since last year trying to grow their wireless and their 5G network. I mean, the company is a company that I'm in it for the dividends, but there is growth potential I see here. I mean, quite a bit. And adding 5G to their normal backbone network, that gives a lot of flexibility in their existing customer base and help bring in even new customers, because this allows customers to be a lot more mobile. Businesses can use it as a primary connection, a secondary connection to enhance reliability, to set up as a temporary work site, or even to deliver highly secure connectivity needs for work-from-home employees independent of their home broadband connection. As you know, working from home is kind of a thing now. It's been kind of a thing for the past year, for who knows why, right? And so, I mean, this gives businesses the opportunity, if they so choose, to, for example, let's say they have a bunch of people that work from home. They can dish out the wireless 5G routers to those people working from home, and they can utilize that without touching their home internet connection. It helps separate their business network from their home network, and it just allows that more mobility, potential mobility, in AT&T's customers' users. Now, by the day, AT&T has been up 1.18%. Now, I know that's not a lot, but in the world of AT&T, a stock that has trouble staying above $29, that's a win. I'll take it. Now, AT&T is nowhere close to out of the woods yet as far as their debt situation, or the result of their attempts to grow. I know Warner Media, actors and stuff are just now going back to the studios. It's gonna be a while before we see revenue out of that. It's gonna be a while before we see revenue from their 5G expansion. So, like I said in my previous videos on AT&T, I still don't think 2021 is going to be the year that AT&T explodes. Now, if it does, I'll be pleasantly surprised. But 2022 is my estimate, my opinion as to when we're going to see fruit from all this labor. So as far as what I'm doing, I got about 129 shares in AT&T with a cost basis of $28.98. Since AT&T's up, I'm just going to hold my shares where they are, even with this news. Now, if AT&T drops below my cost basis, I will continue to buy. Not heavily, but, here and there, a few shares this week, a few shares next week. I mean, I'm still bullish on AT&T, but, I still have to limit my exposure somewhat. But anyways, take care, have a great day, and eat your vegetables.